friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week of January 24 to January the 30th. I can't believe it's already the end of January. It's just the time. She flies. Okay, let us begin. We're going to start by selecting the best guidance, highest guidance, best advice for Gemini for the week. And we will read that at the end of the reading. Oh, that came out quick. Not going to bother looking at it yet. We're going to look at it together at the end of the reading. Let's jump right into the tarot and see what's cooking here for Gemini. Oh, that Ace of Rods wanted to come out. All right, you got it, Ace of Rods. So what's being initiated this week? You know, the Ace of Rods, very passionate, very spiritually initiating, but also very passionate. So, let's see here. I don't know why I felt like I needed to shuffle again. Okay, for Gemini, what's going on with this Ace of Rods, Gemini? Right out of the gate, and the Page of Swords. So, new perspective is you have an opportunity here for a brand new perspective and a brand new endeavor, action, what's going on, Gemini? Last week, there was a lot of healing and cutting cords and healing the inner critic. That was last week for Gemini. And this week for Gemini, I'm wondering if things have shifted, because now we're seeing the Ace of Rods, the Page of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and then the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel like you have flipped things. You have flipped the script, right? You flipped the script on all of the things that you had established as being your foundation, and I feel like you're formulating something new. You're building something new here. With this 3 of Pentacles, you're working on creating something new, and you're at the stage where it's like, you know, you had the idea, you did the groundwork, and now you're starting to build on it, right? You're building. And you may have taken on a partner. You may have taken on some collaborators. You may have found some investors, right? But whatever it is, it really speaks to you big time. And it's changed your perception. So this makes me wonder, did you heal your inner critic? Did you address this? I think you did. I think you did, Gemini. The energy from last week's reading for Gemini was out of this world. So, I mean, if you haven't listened to that reading, you might want to check it out. It's kind of like a pink-yellow picture for the reading, but it's there. You'll see it. That was a really powerful reading, and so I feel like we're building on that this week. I feel like we're really building on that this week, Gemini, and something shifted. Yeah, I feel like you're not deceiving yourself. This has come through. I feel like the inner child, right? Like this is old stuff that you say to yourself, things that you used to really believe to be true. And they were really just things that needed to be healed. You know, it was perceptions that came from being wounded and not addressing the wounds, and then sort of going through your adult life, holding on to that as being a true statement, a pillar, and now realizing that pillar was false. And I feel like you smashed it. You got rid of it. You're no longer buying that storyline that says, you know, I'm not able to do things and what success means. And yeah, right? Like your level of certainty has become really strong over this last week. Almost. This is Libra energy. And I feel like becoming or embodying, I should say, the Queen of Swords energy suggests certainty in the self, knowing thyself, right? And I feel like that's the shift here. That's the shift that took place, is that you started to stop the self-deception, right? You ended it. And it may change the ground beneath your feet, but you are building a new ground. Right? You are building new territory here. You are establishing sort of your sovereignty here. And it's empowering. It's empowering you. I feel like Gemini has been empowered here. The Tower in reverse. It's interesting. You may still be resisting the full-on sort of shift of all the illusions that are around you, but you're making headway. You're making headway. And perhaps you need to hear confirmation a few more times that you're releasing these illusions, letting karma come in and clear your table so that you can begin this new stuff. It's not just going to happen, right? So like perhaps you need to hear that again. And there's strength in reverse. Yeah. So you're still working on the confidence. And as you build, the confidence will grow. So keep going, Gemini. Don't stop. Don't stop what you're doing, because you've taken this self-deception and you've transmuted it into a new perception that you're still trying to accept as you build your new direction, right? There's your first set of triangle zigzags. And this really strong spark of initiation, of truth in your life, of passion, of something that really resonates for you, has created so much clarity and allowed you to shift your foundation. But again, you're still feeling a lack of confidence in your ability to overcome obstacles. And perhaps that is coming from the material world. Perhaps it's the obstacles in the material world, like money, like resources, like time, like the right connections and colleagues and collaborators. Perhaps it's that stuff that you're still working on. So, but I almost feel like by pushing through that with your confident steel sword here, that you're going to realize that even the things in the material world that you may perceive as being obstacles that's just more illusion to trigger your healing, right? Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the three of swords is still present for you. So that suggests some Cancer energy here for you, which really, I feel like you're still transmuting this. You're still working on that wound, which is okay. It's okay. I mean, it takes time, right? It took time for this wound to establish. It'll take time for it to heal. And but I feel like you're making strides here this week. I feel like you did tame that inner critic last week, and you're making some progress here, and you can feel it. It's empowering. It sure is, but there's more work to do. There's still more self-work to do, which is a good statement to hear, because that it's not a quick fix, right? A quick fix isn't going to fix anything, right? You need to process this shift, but you're doing it. And I feel like along the way, you're going to realize other things that need to shift too. Now that Page of Wands, look, the sun, everything is going to be sustained here. I feel like you have a very reliable path ahead, and that it's full of abundance and happiness. I mean, I love the Sun card. This is vitality too. This is empowering energy on that Ace of Rods. This is good. This is really the path you're meant to be on, Gemini. And I feel like you're releasing everything. Like, it's not like you're becoming something. It's like you're removing all of the stuff that was never you in the first place. And then you're going to see this. And look, bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. You're releasing all of this old emotional baggage, and then it's like you're going to shine right through. You've always been there, right? It's not like you're becoming something new. It's like you're unbecoming all of the things that never resonated in the first place. And so Page of Swords, brand new perspective, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's going to serve you well. This new perspective is really going to bring in fortune. We see the Sun card, fortune. This is moving. You're moving. Karma is moving you into a new timeline. You are moving, and it's starting with your thoughts. Of course, you're an air sign. So it's going to start there. That's where you have to shift first. You have to shift mentally first. And then it's like Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, on the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like a personal mindset needs to shift about this supposed lack of security. I feel like this perceived lack of security is the thing causing some resistance right now. You're like, oh, how am I going to let go of all of the material foundation, the security that comes from the material world? It will be there. You will receive it in a new form. I feel like once you move into a space where you're very authentic and you know yourself and you're confident and you're no longer sort of deceiving yourself by thinking that you know, once it's gone, or you know, if I change paths I'm not going to be successful. It's all of those thoughts that have to go first, right? And it's all of those inner wounds that need to heal so that you can perceive and know that it's possible. It starts with what you know. Yeah. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Exactly. Celebrate. Celebrate. Celebrate your success so far, Gemini. Have a little party. Have a little celebration with your friends, with your supporters, with the people who encourage you and get you. You've made it this far. That's progress. That's progress, Gemini. You know, you're not going to go from 0 to 1,000, right? You're building this and you're succeeding, and it's time to celebrate and be grateful. Gratitude, right? What you focus on expands. You've got to get distance from some of these thoughts of a very low vibration and start believing in yourself. Right on that 7 of Swords. Love that. Instead of self-deception, there is an incredible faith that you have in yourself. That is what replaces this fear and this self-deceiving illusion of, I'm not successful, I can't achieve this, I'll never be good enough, I'll never make it. Stop it. I'm sort of flicking you. Faith in the self. Keep focusing on your expansion. Keep focusing on your successes and your gains. Focus on the wins. You know, see how much progress you've made. On that Queen of Swords, that clarity of the self. There's the Hangman, divine timing, trusting. Once you're clear on you, you will be clear on everything. Once you trust in the timing of this process and start to celebrate your successes and to celebrate the shifts you're making, and to really feel grateful for the opportunity that has come to shift all of this for you. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like you're starting to trust this, but it's still, there's still some work to do, right? There's still some processing on the mental perspective. Yeah, the Tower is in reverse, and so the 3 of Wands is in reverse, of course, because if you resist that shift, you won't actually be envisioning the full potential ahead. Right? Because so much clearing needs to happen. I feel like it's a reasonable analogy would be like, imagine if you were cleaning your house and you, let's say you have 3 floors. Okay. You have a basement, a main floor, and an upstairs. Let's say you tackled the basement. Okay. You tackled the basement, you got it cleaned, you got all the stuff shipped off to, you know, donations, and then gave some stuff to some people, and some stuff just needed to go. You did that part, right? Now you still have 2 floors to do, but you can celebrate that you cleaned the basement. You can celebrate that you got 1/3 of the work done, but that doesn't mean you're done. There's still 2 more floors. Don't let the 2 more floors overwhelm you, but don't deceive yourself into thinking that you can't clean the whole house. Of course you can. Of course you can. You just have to go at a pace that makes sense, that's sustainable, that empowers you, but you know, you got to let the cleaning happen. You got to let it happen so that the whole house can get clean. And then once the whole house is clean, who knows? Because you're going to have all this space. You're going to have all of this room. You're going to have all of this fresh energy, right? Just like that feeling when you walk into, you know, you just finished cleaning and your house is so clean and nice, and you feel that inner peace wash over you, right? Like you've decluttered your home, and then you've also decluttered your mind. This is what's happening. And it's almost like you clean the basement and you're like, yay, oh man. And then you're focusing on how much work there is left to do instead of celebrating how much work you've done. Temperance on the bottom, perfect. Temperance on the bottom is the perfect card here for you. And I'm going to put that right on Strength, because it's time. It's time to just be mindful and acknowledging of what's happening in the now, and to feel good about it. Instead of being like, but I have all of this other work to do. You'll get it done. But you know what? You won't get it done with that attitude. You'll just see it as a burden instead of as what is making space for all of this new energy to come in. And I can't help but think that this is all about stuff from the past. Whoops, that doesn't serve you anymore, but it's there, right? It created a wound, and that wound is hanging out because it's slowly getting transmuted, right? You've done the basement floor. Now you're working through the other levels to sort of transmute and address and reframe and transform and clear out anything that doesn't serve you. But have some celebrations along the way, for goodness sake. You got the Three of Swords, you've got the Three of Cups, and you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. You're evolving. You're evolving, Gemini. You're at the stage where things are coming together, right? Things are starting to come together, Gemini. Don't lose steam just as things are starting to come together. Jade. The recovery of health and wellness is here. I love that for you. It's a wellness card. See to your wellness. Focus on the wellness. You're recovering. You are recovering and you're rebuilding everything from the ground up. So the recovery of health and wellness is here, stage by stage. Don't lose your steam now. Don't lose your steam now, Gemini. That's going to be the name of this reading. Wow, I'm going to leave it at that, Gemini. I'm going to put your jade card right there on my jade stone. If this reading has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, you can find my website in the description box below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you so much love and light, Gemini. Have a great week.